Hello there everyone! Today I'm going to show you how to use Cloud Library. Before we start, make sure you have your library card number on hand. Let's get started. The first thing you're going to want to do is open your App Store and search for Cloud Library. Once you find Cloud Library, go ahead and download it to your device. Once it's downloaded, go ahead and open it up. The app may ask you if you'd like to receive notifications. This is entirely up to you. These can be messages from your library or notifications about books being due or holds having come in. From this welcome screen, you're going to want to go ahead and choose your language. Mine is English. Now it seems like on my phone, the button to select your language has disappeared. I happen to know it's in the empty white space below these languages. If you have a button there, great, go ahead and tap select. If you're like me and it hasn't appeared, just tap your finger in the white space once you've selected your language. From here, we're going to select our library. I'm part of the Riverside County Library System in California, so that's the library I'm going to look for. So under Country, I'm going to go all the way to the bottom and select United States. For State, I'm going to go to California. Now, if you're part of the Riverside County Library System, you're going to scroll and look for Riverside County Library System, not an individual branch. Mine says Riverside County Library System at the top of the page. I'm going to select that and tap Next. Here you'll be asked to select the terms and conditions. I have read through these. If you'd like to, you may go ahead and read them for yourself. For now, I'm going to hit Accept. From here, you'll need to enter your library card number and your PIN. If you're part of Riverside County Library Systems, your PIN is typically the last 4 digits of your phone number. Go ahead and enter in your information now. This page has a bit of information about using the app. Go ahead and read this at your leisure. For now, I'm going to tap Skip at the bottom. This is your home page. Your current library card will be listed at the top, and anything below that will be current books checked out to you. If you're a member of more than one library, you can add multiple cards to your account. At the top of the screen, you'll see an option for View Cards. If you tap that, you can add another library card using the button in the top right-hand corner of the screen. If you tap Options under your library card, you'll have the option to lock or edit. Lock will make this the default library card on your Cloud Library account. Edit will let you give your card a nickname. You can choose a different avatar or change the background color. Go ahead and tap Back. From here, let's go to My Books. Here, you will be able to see any books currently checked out to you. Under History, you can see any books that you have checked out previously. Under Holds, you can see your status on any books that you are currently waiting for. Saved is where you can view books that you haven't necessarily checked out, but are possibly interested in and have saved their information for later. Now let's take a look at the library. From here, at the bottom of the page, go to Search. On this homepage, you'll see a couple of curated suggestions. You'll notice that some of the books have small headphones in the corner. That means these are audiobooks. Anything without the headphones is a traditional ebook. If you're interested in just audiobooks or just ebooks, you're going to tap the symbol in the top right-hand corner of the screen. This opens up your filters. Under Format, you'll see ebook and audiobook. If I want to tap just ebook and tap Save, when the page reloads, you'll notice that none of these suggestions have the tiny headphones. That means these are just going to be ebooks. If you go back to Filters, you can add or take away filters by tapping on each option. Let's check out a book. I'm going to search for something using the search bar at the top of the screen. You'll see I have 3 search results. 1 is an audiobook, and 2 are ebooks. The second book is a book I've had my eye on, so I'm going to check that out. From here, you can either tap Borrow or tap on the book itself and be taken to a page with a bit of information about the book. From here, you'll have the option to save for later or borrow. If you save for later, it won't be checked out to you, but it will be under that saved section in My Books. I'm going to tap Borrow and check this out. Alright, it's been borrowed. We can either tap Read here or go to My Books and see that it's now been added to my selection of checked out books. If you tap Read, the book will download and open up in the Cloud Library app. From here, you'll be able to read your book. If you tap the center of the screen, these options should appear. At the top left, where you see a large A and a smaller A, if you tap that, you'll be able to control the brightness of your screen, how large or small the font is, how wide you'd like your margins, as well as changing the background if reading on a stark white screen is uncomfortable for you. The second option, in the shape of a magnifying glass, lets you search within the text. And the 3 lines on the right side are a way to navigate through the table of contents. If you'd like to close the book, tap the X on the top left corner of the screen. It's important to know that while some ebook providers will allow you to read ebooks on your Kindle or in a Kindle app, Cloud Library does not currently offer that support. If you have a Kindle Fire or a Nook, you can download the app to your device, but if you have any other generation of Kindle or e-reader, you will not be able to download ebooks. Returning books is just as easy as checking them out. Next to the Read button, you'll see another that says Return. When you tap that, you'll be asked to confirm if you would indeed like to return this book. I'm going to hit OK, and now you'll see the book has been removed from my library. If I go to History, you'll see when the book was returned, and you'll be given the option to borrow it again. The great thing about ebooks is that there are no late fees. Once the book is due, it'll automatically return itself to the library, going from your current books to your history. And if you choose to check it out again, you'll be returned to exactly where you were in the text the last time you checked it out. Now let me show you very quick how to check out and use audiobooks on Cloud Library. Going back to search, you'll see I'm still on the details for that previous book. I'm going to tap the X in the top left corner of my screen. I'm going to tap X again and again. Alright, we're back at the home screen. Now that I'm looking for audiobooks, I'm going to go to my filters up at the top, change it to audiobook only, and under availability, I'm going to go to available now. That way nothing I check on will ask me for a hold. Alright, let's check out this first one. You're going to tap Borrow, same as you would for an ebook. And now instead of a read option, you'll see one that says listen. When you're ready to listen to your audiobook, go ahead and tap listen, and it will download to your device. At the bottom of the page, you'll see a large play button. To the left and right of that are options for fast forwarding or rewinding through the text. At the top left, you'll see what looks a bit like a timer or a speedometer. If you tap that, you'll be able to change the speed of the recording. If whoever's speaking in the audiobook is a bit slow for you, you can tap Speed Fast, and it will speed up the playback. The second option looks a bit like a moon. If you tap that, this is a sleep timer. So if you want to fall asleep while listening to an audiobook, but you don't want it to continue for hours after you've fallen asleep, you can set a timer, and after a certain amount of time, the audiobook will shut off. The third option, just like an ebook is a way to navigate between the chapters. I'm going to tap the X in the top left corner of the screen. In My Books, you'll see that returning an audiobook is the same as returning an ebook. You just tap the return button, and when it asks you to confirm, you hit OK. And that is how you use Cloud Library on your mobile device. I sincerely hope this video was helpful for you. If you have any further questions, please feel free to call, email, or live chat with your library support team. Happy reading!